What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? What up, ladies? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is early Thursday morning. What up, here, sweetheart? What up, what up, what up? I'm only here to touch on two things. First, I'm here to say welcome, welcome, welcome over here to the One Pap Show, you guys. I just caught this article. I was like, oh, but a lot of us kind of knew some heat was going to come down on Mr. Darryl Johnson. Okay, one over a little bit of the statute limitation law for the bribery case that Mr. R.kelly is allegedly, I'm assuming it should be, it's not because it's in paper. Morning Queen A, that the bribery charge. It kind of got me puzzled, you guys. Even on the federal level, it has me puzzled because I'm like reading this, right, and I so happen to read it with a friend of mine too, and it was like, no, shouldn't be there. But I can't find an underlining amend to this issue for the driver case. It is my sound is off. What? Why? What about now? What about now, Mike? What about now? Because I have a green light. I have a green light. I have a green light. Are you sure? It's skipping off. Is skipping. Can you hear me? Mike, back. This is what happened when you don't come on frequently. Everything get dusty. I mean, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Thanks, Fifi. How does it sound? I'll explain to you guys too. So I probably have to go back in and do some readjusting to a lot of things. But okay. Everybody's good. Everybody can hear me because I just opened it up and it's giving me a green light. Everything sounds good. Hey, Harlem. Good morning. All right, you guys say you can hear me. Don't know why it's skipping though, but I had some people in here yesterday because of what I do, I'm doing, I'm expecting my texts and I'm sending out and I'm copying shit and I actually been doing a lot of work. So I'm like, okay, I can't with this. The Wi-Fi just was not boosting out the strength that I needed it to boost out. So I was guaranteed that everything was working. However, I had to go back and redo passwords, redo this, redo that, redo this. Hello, Curtis. So I'm probably going to go back and start to tweak a lot of stuff over and over again, which I don't know. So working like that. It's lagging a little bit. Okay. I hope it catches itself up. I do. I hope it catches itself up. Look at you guys. Hello, Priscilla. Hello, Kid. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Not to bother you guys because I know everybody is busy out there. I hear do no or anything because I haven't seen anything. I have not been on as much as probably you guys have. I've been catching just a little bit of stuff here and there or there. Could you guys just give me 1 second? Okay, I'm back. Okay, gotta out this muffling and all of this stuff. Because I don't want it to sound that way. So let me check it one more time. My check input is good. The output is looking good. Check. Okay, so that's good. That's good. I'm getting really good signal over here, you guys. I am. So yeah, I'm getting the green. I am getting good green lights over here from this mic right here. So I'm gonna go ahead. Holy, let me clear my throat. Maybe if I clear my throat. It's good to see each and every last one of you guys. Thank you for joining the Papoose channel over here. You guys know I appreciate you guys. I know I'm not pushing as much commentary as I should, but I have to work. And I felt that if I move back just a little bit, it would stop all of the the big things right now, because people are saying that this is phase 2 for Mr. R.kelly, so things are being a bit serious, and I just wanted to put some respect on that. However, and there is a however, I still and will not tolerate BS when it comes to Pat. I will fire back. Period. I gotta tell you guys, I'm normal, and it is weird, and I do have a little shit giggle over here at some point. If you have not hit the like button, and that's another reason why it's like you guys hit the like button here. I'm taking time right now to come and run the channel with you guys. I also do accept the donations to help me push out the payments I have to push out that's dealing with the channel, not with my personal and home life, because that's taken care of. Some that is be like, you know what? I don't know. You feel like the support or the love is lagging out there, and that's okay. I understand that too as well. To keep coming back and keep coming back, it's like, okay, I tried the dollar for the path. That didn't work. Sometimes, most of the time, did. If you have donated to the channel, I appreciate you. If you have not donated to the channel, I appreciate as well. One, because I do love to fucking talk. I ain't gonna lie, but then I have my days where I don't want to talk. I don't say nothing, and I just be quiet. Have you guys been enjoying No Joke show over there? Thank you, Shannon, for the hand clap. Thank you for the hand clap. Appreciate it. You guys been enjoying the show over there? A lot of things going on over there. Catch it when I can. I guess right now he's in his second cross-examination witness out, which is Asante McGee, which we all know. Asante McGee did a lot of lines. If I have enough time, I'm going to play Asante video. And as soon as Asante, I'm going to jump my butt back over because I'm going to put the video up and you guys see what's going on. Darryll Johnson. And I hate the fact that Darryll Johnson went this far with Mr. Asante McGee and alongside Greenberg. It looks horrible. The picture is just horrible. I can't understand how an attorney does not, check resumes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes reference. Where the references here? Who knows you? So Darryll Johnson and associated with R.kelly and Mr. Stephen Greenberg, whoever is totally, I'm sorry, responsible of having Darryll Johnson alongside Mr. R.kelly, alongside Greenberg. I don't know if Greenberg hired him or how he got there or whatever, but two need to be standing side by side, and Mr. Greenberg dearly owes these people explanation of how, why, who did you thoroughly check through, who referred this is a con. He's a con, and that's not allegedly, because I repeat what we played on the video, which I'm going to play in a minute. But it doesn't look good because I'm hearing Mr. Greenberg may also be still an attorney for Mr. Robinson in Chicago. I don't know how it looks, y'all, but it doesn't look good to me. You damage your image, connecting yourself to a con artist, and you were out here to represent what they call the king of art, a legend. That did not look good. Anyways, I'm gonna go over that and read that to you guys, and we'll play the video, and you guys give me your thoughts on Darryll Johnson in a second. I'm also going to go and read this statute of limitations to you guys on the screen, which I can't get it. It's stating state and federal, and there was a statute of limitation. Back to gather the dates on this whole bribery thing with Aaliyah, from my sound is skipping. No, it might be me. And trust me, I don't know how to go out and come back in. I feel like if I go out and come back, it's like, I have more to try. Let's see if this works. I'll give it a second and let everything catch itself up. A second. I think because it's bouncing off, I had to shut out another mic. I do have and I showed you guys, so I've been working with it. I know it, beauty. It's me coming here. You're gonna be putting it off them buttons, but I have an Elgato Stream Deck. See here? It's running off a different microphone. So I've been playing with it because I'm able to now put all of my files and everything in here when I am on my other stream to press a button, all of my scenes would come up. So how does it sound now? Because I just turned the other off. Really goes with this. I was trying to get away with it. But I've been playing and working with it, getting stuff all gramped up. So I probably hit a wrong button. As you guys can see, all set up. And this stream deck here, you guys, stuff is better now, but it's a good device. I love it. I've had it since I started the channel, and I sit and just collect the whole stuff, but I'm working with it. It's a little technical because it's a lot to it, guys. But I'm getting wing. It's just a finger punch. So I'll ask you guys again, since I turned that off, how does it sound now? We still have that muffling. Do I have the lagging? Harlem, Priscilla, what do you guys think? It's off. Still off. Still skipping. I don't know, guys. Just let me get through this one. Then later on tonight, I have to check iron and stuff like that. That's in yesterday, so it could be that. I don't know. But if I try to keep fumbling around with time today, so I don't want time to catch me. So everybody's good. Everybody is good. 45 people is watching the chat. Probably waiting on some riffraff to jump off, but I'm not feeling it today. So if you're waiting for that, that's not going to happen. And if you just sitting in people and hit button at the bottom, thumb up, and one is the thumbs down, and I appreciate you doing so. Just as she. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and run the Darryll Johnson video, you guys. Let's go ahead and do that. Listen. It's crazy. Who would have ever known that Mr. Lee had someone like this, beside him? Beside him. Like, this is crazy. And but to, like I said, to still hear Mr. Stephen Greenberg saying that there's a possibility, I guess, that he will still be representing him in Illinois. And I was like, oh, just not a good look. It is now, 9:29 over here. I've been on CBS, ABC, all of that. I still have not heard Gayle King come out and mention anything about this here topic at all with Darryll. Where's her story? Where's her story at, you guys? Like, why is important? However, did open the door to this alleged con artist called Mr. Darryl Johnson. That's where I first saw the story break about him, and my mouth literally just dropped. Daryl Johnson showed the world that he was this upstanding character, that he's righteous. Well, I would have drove a truck through that building, is what he said about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Now it's like you can take words and himself. What should these people do to Mr. Darryl Johnson? Should they ram their truck? In this video that I'm going to play, I do not own the rights to this video. It is being used for fair act, for educational. That's it. That's all. But how does he think now towards the people that he I am aware that I have a lag. I don't know why, but now I'm showing great signal. I'm showing that the mic is doing just fine. So I don't know where and why. There's no other program that is open. So, but let's get this up. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Crazy. Let's get it popping. All right, let me see it. Oh my God. Now I don't even think it's going to let me share. God. It's telling me stop. I don't know why they be so tight on shit. All I do is play it for you guys. So I hope you guys can hear it and listen. It will not let me play it. I'm going to have to download it, run it over on my Streamlab to really play it. But let's play it and see what they had to say. This is an article out by... who wrote this here? Let me see. Oh my God, where is it? The whole goddamn article is gone. Let's hear it. They won't let me show you guys. Good morning, Demetria.
There's something I want to ask you.
Good morning, good morning. Let's get past this commercial. I don't think so either, Kay, because I'm getting really good signal over here. I ran a test on the mic. It's saying working.
Yesterday on a third-degree. He's accused of defrauding two people out of tens of thousands of dollars. But now more people are coming forward with claiming they were scammed out of millions. Our Sion Rhodes is live downtown now where those accusers met with prosecutors today. Sion?
And Chris, Darryll Johnson's scheduled first court appearance today was waived under Harris County Court COVID protocol, so he wasn't here. But several people who claimed they were scammed by him did show up. A group of strangers turned allies, united in their efforts to get justice.
He's
He manipulates the situation by preying on your vulnerability.
Cola Lewis is one of two people who filed charges against former R.Kelly crisis manager Darryl Johnson for defrauding them out of $50,000 in schemes involving crisis management and real estate
services that were then never rendered, and the money was never returned to the victims.
Today, more alleged victims met with Harris County prosecutors, hoping to have their cases investigated.
He's taken over $2 million from my dad.
Mindy Howard says Johnson is her 77-year-old father's neighbor.
For the past 4 or 5 years, he's just kind of worked his way into my father's trust. It's devastating. I mean, it's destroying our family to see everything that he's worked for being stolen out from under him with all of these lies.
Thanksgiving's, Christmas together all the time.
Yahtzee Luchin has known Johnson for more than 20 years. His cousin is Johnson's wife.
Based on that family connection, it made it easy for me to be a believer in what he presented to me.
Luchin says he invested $60,000 in a real estate flip with Johnson that never materialized.
No deal, no money. I'm not worried about the money. I know I'm not going to get the money back. This needs to come to a stop and needs to be stopped now before there are other victims.
Now, Johnson is required to appear in court on Monday for a hearing on his bond conditions. The prosecutor telling me she plans to ask the judge that Johnson surrender his passport, that she will place travel restrictions upon him, and also that he prohibited from acting as a financial manager of any kind, accepting, soliciting money, and using it for any sort of real estate or other investments. Now, the Harris County DA's office says their investigation here is ongoing, along with White Claws. They to hear from any other possible victims who could be out there. Live downtown, Sion Rhodes, KPRC 2 News.
Thank you.
So let me do this right quick. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play it back for you guys. I'm going to show it by my phone. I'm going to show you guys this because they particularly me associating and connecting Darryl Johnson to Mr. Robert Sylvester. They're telling people who Darryl Johnson was and, things like that associated with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. As they're talking about this alleged con artist, right? I'm going to show it to you guys. I got to replay this back because I want you guys to put this image. You guys got to see what I'm seeing. I don't understand why they couldn't just tell the story separately with him. They had to run the story. Him standing there with Tim Savages, and I guess these are the only clippings that you can find on YouTube, so they can, merge together to where you hear one story, but your eyes for what you see is telling you a different story. And that's hate. I hate it. I really hate it. We're listening and we're hearing what he's telling us about his charges, right? 3rd degree. Like this nigga been stealing money forever. Like forever. The is looking, all of the pictures that she shows is associated with Kelly's situation. This is his situation. If she'd have ran this story, if they run this story and they change up the narrative, they're saying how Robert Sylvester Kelly be convicted of so many charges when he had so many around him. Take the story that way. Maybe these people did lie. What person for coming inside of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's life? Was he about to try Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? Do they think of it that way? If this still in her actor, what makes you think that he was not putting himself, positioning himself to get king from Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? Maybe he didn't have to steal from Mr. Kelly. Maybe he paid enough just to be there. Hello, Mac. Hello. Hi, Daryl. Maybe. But father after I was reading, watching this, right? Because the juror of Mr. Robinson vs. Kelly is home now. They're free to watch whatever they want to watch. They're free to read whatever it is that they want to read. What are you guys thinking after, I would say country people, country bunking, maybe white people, I don't know who they were, I don't know. Maybe they came, oh my God, probably convicted the wrong man. We possibly, maybe there is few and feel really, really bad, but it's after the fact. Go and read and watch and see what's going on to say, I think I did something wrong. Well, why didn't we see this information? Why didn't we do this? Has it ever been a juror that can actually go back into the court with the judge? You played us. We didn't get to hear all of this stuff that was wrong, and we take charge against the court. Have you ever been a juror like that? I'm gonna have to find a case and see if a juror, selected juror, ever came back and, check, here's money back. What do they make? 17, $20 an hour. Here's your money back. Everything now. Good morning, Ivy. Good morning. I hope, in a sense, that something like that happens. Because I really see all of that. Let me see if I can play the video again for you guys, so that you guys can you can live my background. Sickening me. It is so sickening.
Third-degree aggregate theft charge. He's accused of defrauding 2 people out of 10 of dollars. But now more people are coming forward with new claims, including a family who says they were scammed out of millions.
Freaking tell me I can't play nothing on the screen. We're going to get this on the screen today.
Sion?
And Chris was waived under Harris protocol, so he wasn't here. But several people who claimed they were scammed by him did show up. Turned out not their efforts to justice.
He's a con artist.
He manipulates the situation by paying your bill.
Lose one of 2 people who charged against former R.kelly crisis manager Darryll Johnson for defrauding them out of $50,000 in schemes involving
services that were never rendered and the money was never returned to the victims.
Today, more alleged victims met with Harris County prosecutors, hoping to have this to get
Over $2 million.
Mindy.
Okay. Voicemail. I will continue the video, you guys. Give me a second. I don't want that call. Nope. Okay.
Her 77-year-old father's neighbor.
For the past 4 or 5 years, he's just kind of worked his way. My trust, destroying our family. To see everything that he's worked for being stolen out from under him.
Luchin has known Johnson for more than 20 years. His cousin is Johnson's wife.
Based on that fact, need to believe and present to me.
Luchin says he invested $60,000 in a real estate flip with Johnson that never materialized.
I'm not going to get them. It needs to be stopped now before there are other victims.
Okay.
Now Johnson
You see, they take these pictures and then put it behind you. This is his case about being a con artist. And I'm saying, throw those behind. On the flip side, it may look good because now you have Tim Savages standing alongside Daryl Johnson as well. So if you got one con artist, It's Darryll Johnson there. I have another con artist, another shit starter, another and all of shit, right? Now learned that he as well is incarcerated. Well, here's another one. And he's going to jail. He is going to jail. Everybody, like a lot of us say out here, who has touched on has got some dirt, conniving, crazy stuff behind them that will align their with the law. In this case, where's the answer at? Who brought this man? When Tasha K. Driver, that the lady, it was another man on her show who clearly brought out Darryll Johnson. Everything went cold. I understand that the focus should have stayed on Mr. Robinson vs. Kelly, but everything went cold. This man, no word from Gruber, none, no apologies, no explanation. This man showed Gail show on the show, explaining everything that he possibly can do about but one time he came out to explain his crooked ass shit. Isn't that crazy? Point the finger. We gonna talk about you. Would you leave your daughter around Mr. Robinson vs. Kelly? I'm gonna have to answer yes. I would. Why would I'm gonna say when I leave, my daughter is going to leave with me. You know, if and Kelly is my child, do you know that I would be in there leaning on the piano and stuff like this, and says, "Oh, give me a second." Calling up my attorney. What day do you see business? Bring it on. Here we go. I will be here for every freaking session. Hold on, you can. All right, now that's my mom. My mom's and you know you gotta answer to your mom. So that's all I call her right back. But hey, yo, hello Chappelle. Hello. Please hit the button. You just hit the button or the down button. It's up to you guys. It just helps the channel. It really helps the channel. Not on much. When I come on, I need you guys' help to keep my videos in the stream there now. Lagged off a bit, but I need you guys right now to help push the channel. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just trying to that all of it will fit so that I can allow people to come on, which I got the shy channel. I have the shy channel. I'm over to have, to give their opinion on the channel. So I have the shy. Y'all, all of y'all are shy. It's great. They talk about you down. Talk about Jesus. Hey, it's okay. It's all right. Ain't nothing they can do to you. Why they talk about you? Nothing. So, I don't know. What do you think about that? What do you guys think about that? I am going in and out. I don't know why. Let's bring the mic. Maybe it's the mic. Maybe I'm too far from the mic. I don't know. Is that better? I don't know, Juicy. I've been working on all good stuff here, so I don't know. Good morning, Cotton Candy. Good morning. You said the answer to your question regarding the his or her mind is no. So you're torn in between whether they should do it. I don't know. I do that in this case. I'd like to see it done. I've been praying on it too, Cotton Candy. At home, pick up the newspapers and all this stuff. And I understand that they won't. They had a job job to do. They had instructions, but the juror was not allowed to see a lot of things going on out here. And a lot of what he charged for the reason that the prosecution came up to give him all of the charges. They are out there. It's based off public opinion. A lot of it was public opinion, especially these alleged females. The females to me. I hate victims and I hate accusers. I don't even want to call them. I don't know what they are. But that's how I feel with Darryll Johnson. Is on the block, I believe, saying that he is in a position to possibly represent in Illinois. You guys think that would be a good look for him to still be on the case, being that he somewhat vowed to work with Darryll Johnson, and Darryll Johnson right now being known as a damn $2 million. What behooves me is that I don't understand with $2 million out of a person. The article tells you that Darryll Johnson's whatever person kin to that had the $2 million. You know what I'm saying? So were they working against something? Well, it's a possibility. Was the sister or the cousin or whatever that was in there throwing malarkey to the man that is $2 million? Get $2 million out of him. How do you get $2 million out of him and not see no return? What Darryll Johnson do to milk $2 million? Tasha K on her that show, and she said, nothing just isn't right. He wasn't producing what he said that he can do according to his. He describes this is what I can do. This is what I can do. How is it that you turn around right to the 8,000 check and you still haven't gotten anything? But they try. I trust you get one time with the payment you did it, you done. But I'm confused with that. I'm so damn confused with that. Like, what? Let me see what he said. The reason is follows: if the verdict is read in an open court and told your objection, one answer is no. And I agree with you. I understand that. The question was, and it probably is somewhere out there, Cotton. Once a juror leaves, they're no longer under the rules of their free-thinking, independent citizens as you and I have to tell you, I don't know if they're charged or if it could be charged. So I can't find it not being fair, not used rights as well against the courts, if that makes sense to you. If I didn't let the court, we're all on a trial. Chappelle left the court. Juicy left the courtroom. And we're out, right? And we're at having us a we can see all of this stuff up there. Hold up. We didn't see this. Well, the judge didn't. Well, wait a minute. And you start feeling that guilt thing. You say, thank you, boo. I'm gonna look it up. But there, probably 10 or something like that, you probably couldn't do it. But it's got to be there, Cotton. It's got to be saying that it's not there. It's got to be there. every question that you probably will have in your head, or you just got to dig it and find it and find it. And I'm gonna dig on it too, though. God, I gotta dig on it. All of us, girl. And you mean to tell me it's for a judge to issue her rules to intimidate the judge? It was totally intimidating of the juror. I'm sorry. Led them to believe that this is all you guys know. 90% of the prosecution's defense. It was totally the 90%. Now, since you're saying that, no, you mean to tell me because a judge instructs me this, that's all that I'm supposed to go and go back and deliberate on? Where was the rest of me that the whole African world literally watch play out here? So I'm gonna take a step forward. I'm glad we're engaged. But I got to move on because it's coming up on 10 o'clock, so I got to get ready to get up out of here. But I want a bribery imitation statute for it. But it's so I'm sitting in the back room, me and the rest of the girls, and you mean to tell me that something is right because judge gave us the way that she expects for us to deliberate on this? We're not supposed to be like, well, hold up. Okay, they did actually, we need to see this again. Well, we need to see this again. But the things that they asked, were what the prosecution was showing and talking about. That's what they were allowed to come back. There was none. I bet from as opposed for Mr. Robinson versus Calicut, they didn't really produce anything, Mr. Robinson. So if I'm a juror, and I know I'm probably going to jail, I'm going to go to jail. Thank you, Cotton. You found my we gonna have a good time with it. Please find it to me and send it to me. That's all you gotta do. You can fax that to me. I'm up running over here. But I'm gonna have to say, Your Honor, we need to have more information to have honest deliberation for we need this, we need that, we need that, we need that. The juror is able to send it out for the first whatever to get to the judge. Do you think that they might have done some of that? Because I don't know. But because I'm questioning this judge quite a bit, because I haven't quite made up my mind, right? I like to witness the trial, right? Or I'm gonna be the one. I'm with you on YouTube, and you don't want them people knocking at your door, so you got to be extra super careful with what they promise you. That juror, once I left and I'm in my own back to my life, and now I've got the papers. I'm watching all of this other evidence and stuff, or discoveries come out on. Wait a minute, something ain't right. I'm going back up in because now I feel like I was manipulated by the judge. I'm going to bring charges to the. Do not allow me to do my job unbiased due to your ground rules that favored for. I have a problem with it. I have a whole damn problem with it. I'm sorry. And I know doing it in the court cause problem. They just remove a juror from deliberation, postpone some things. Now back, he interviewed or question another person because they have standbys. Am I correct? They got standbys for this shit. So it's like, you know what? We're gonna have to dismiss you from this. The case is getting to you. We're gonna have to take you off and replace you with something. Crazy as hell how it works though. Really, really crazy. But I don't know. I think that they be glad I wasn't on that. All this discovery stuff they're reading and play out all everywhere. I have to say, time served. I believe that the 2 years that he has set up in there is justifiable enough for whatever is from what I see, and that is commingling himself, mingling with the wrong people, You know, I can't charge him for having his own rules. Can't charge him desire for wanting to have multiple girlfriends. No, I can't do that. There's a line I can charge Mr. I cannot charge him for trafficking because in their own words, they said that they wanted to go. She wanted to go. All of them want to go. Lisa, you name them all. I did not hear anybody say, well, for me to head to the fucking airport. Somebody's going to be there to pick me up. Well, I can't charge them. Because this is their words. This is what they're saying. You wanted to go there. So now we got to report, and I told you how I love it. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly would have received that acquittal of things I've listened to. The defense part of it coming from the videos and some you can tear it apart and be like, oh, hell to the no. You traffic it yourself. You want to be a superstar. Things did not go as planned. Everybody wanted to be that girl. Have the money. All that. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, if Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly wanted 10 that is prerogative. The same rule applies to the guy that you just see with the clothes on and a hand on his arm. We know he's a chick with a dick. That's his goddamn prerogative. Nothing we can do about it. Like the air want to push the gay stuff, but then now you got the other air because Asante McGee says, or has a finger on his butt and he has a finger in his booty. It's ill. The fuck y'all mean ill? The guy throws out groceries, probably has a dog up his butt. Sexuality. Who are we to judge his sexuality? So, the nice ties and stuff, you could have never imagined it. Didn't bother me. I didn't give a fuck if he had pushed all that shit. I don't know what it is. S&M, all the shit you use for sex, the whips and the chains and ball. I don't know fuck. That's your motherfucking prerogative. That's it. That's all I'm saying, though. I know cotton bud. You don't want no. Knock on no goddamn door. I got to go to work. I don't need no interest. I have priorities to get you like you, girl. Mr. Noel is coming up on 2 months, y'all. I said until I realize I can't do it no more. I got to go to sleep. But beautiful baby. He cries a lot, but he's a beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. So, but it's a lot. I see what a lot of people see, but we all have challenges and interpret it and be detective in different ways. That's all. I don't know, and you're not the first one that has said that, and it's like, I don't know. Is this some type of anointness that I just ignore you? Is this some type of you? I don't know. But I know one thing. I try to stay out of. Oh God. You say, can you touch on yep, I will. Let me do that. Yes, I will. I definitely will do that. Do some new things here. But before I go, I do want to just give a little big I haven't. And you think that the parents are the same. Listen to be at work. I will be listening to that. But there's two things that I wanted to touch on before. No joke. You guys like the commentary? You guys are digging it? Are you guys getting it? What are your thoughts about Choke No Joke? And you need to be so just if you're enjoying the show. Two, if you find if you're not enjoying the show. Funny, yes. A lot of the things that we're hearing, yes, is bringing it down a little bit different to you guys. Maybe because he's enacting out the character of a person being in the courtroom, but as opposed to us hearing all of the transcript, taking it to enact it out for you guys. So are you guys okay with that? So you guys writing down that you believe that the parents is because today I'll have running in my ear today and keeping my notes, and then I will come back and let you know. So there we go. And I appreciate that. So, Asante McGee, a lot of things that she said. McGee should have an X factor as soon as she did the interview. Should have been X factor completely off of Lifetime. She should have been nowhere now. Think of the two movement, right? And say that they are here to protect the black and brown women, to revolt and shock them, get them out of this a dead momentum of letting go, holding it in, learning to overcome things, all that shit, right? Learn how to come over things, right? As this, she has an X factor. Good morning, beauty. Good morning. Totally out of the picture. When Asante McGee opened her mouth, that video you guys. When Asante McGee opened her mouth and said that she was abused by her. Was it her ex-husband? The ex-husband. The one that came on and was laughing with the daughter. The ex-husband, right? When she said she was abused by her ex-husband. That interview, you were abused. Even with the Me Too people. Oh, she was abused. You need to now. You need to go and her problem first. Her problem was not with Mr. Kelly first. It's not national TV and told everyone that she was abused by her ex-husband. I need to say, well, you know what? We're going to go after your ex-husband. Before you think or speak anything else on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. We need to fix and heal you first. I have never been able to speak on anything. She's still wounded. Remember, she got abused by her husband. Well, she decided to hook up, in her words, allegedly, with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm going to go here. He healed her. He also said in that video, go back and listen to it and then pull it up. Let me pull it up. This is before, prior, she says prior to even knowing the two women she had already met Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's another lady. Way prior to even getting inside the home, he said the lady had told her or was explaining to her how Mr. Robert was liking and so forth. But she still made that choice to go. I'm going there. But I think that she said okay based off the fact that she probably assumed that she was going to be the only one in that home with Mr. Kelly. Oh, he sent me. Okay, well, I can do that. But to be denounced when she shows up, there's only two. This is another reason why I be the odd in the juror selection. Understand? I just could not convince this man. She thought that everything was hunky-dory. Give her instructions, of how to please Mr. Kelly, the way that he likes things around the house. Get your crunchy ass there. And there's, two more women there. She said two. Me and everybody else against Mr. Kelly said he's a monster. All of these women, and multiple, everybody else, all of these women, but she only one of them stayed with him, one of them left. That's not a monster. That's not a monster. That's called women in love, just in the good life. We are in a challenge, battle, like the Flavor Flav. He now himself, Boosie Badass, in a little trouble right now by himself. How it's a little chest. You guys are out at a gun in this arena. I'm going to sue the goddamn arena. I'm in here laughing the hell off like his head, Boosie. Boosie problem is he needs to get the hell off of the line. More talking on the line. Seems like this boy catches some type of heat every other goddamn month. Stay the hell nothing. If the line came to bond his ass out. Huh? Go ask that shit. I bet you Vlad wasn't there, but Vlad sure waiting on that story for him to tell on how you got yourself in there. But that's Vlad, different story. But Asante was saying these things. She was the first who told you guys and everybody else out here on the YouTube street on how Asante McGee set kind of crazy ass shit by calling the freaking parents. Okay? All the parents got them involved. She said, Azrael. She said, Azrael. She didn't mention no other name. Azrael. Where is all of these minors? Because if it was a whole lot of dysfunctional behavior up in that house, do you know that she would have called out than one name? more than one name. She just Azrael. I'm listening. I got my notes. Other guy, female. Who else? So I guess everybody else was getting along pretty well up in this home that had some rice. She called them up, had to let them know, something ain't right here. What wasn't right in her head was that, why is all of you women here? Then of course we get to sit here and watch Azrael with her boasting attitude, the bitch that's in charge of the mansion and the rules and know this and to know that, and I'm willing to have that type of education and monitor and write out and do this and of pertaining to anything of me. Is how she gonna help him when she came for him allegedly to help her. What's she gonna help? What is she gonna help that man in? And need the contract with a new contract with Sony. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? She had herself in the same sit here. Hopefully I can get pregnant. Talking about Azrael. And we gonna split and we ready these bitches up and I'm running shit. That was Azrael. Anyways, I pay Azrael pretty much because it's hard for me to connect to her, especially on her IG, because I feels like she's 20 years old, 18-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? When she sits on the Gayle King show and she has lived this world way more years than you and I. We out here in our late 40s, late 50s, early 60s, right? I can't sit up there and listen to a my daughter telling me how some shit work at a bank when I've been banking for till I'm really. How the hell and the hell did you become so fucking smarter than me in a fucking relationship? I can't listen to her. Well, no man should treat and no bitch, you ain't telling me nothing that I don't know. If you'd have said older person had this talk with you, then you wouldn't have been in the situation that you gotten yourself in, and that is falling in love. Left your music behind because you wanted to hit the nail in the coffin with the marriage thing and possibly some babies. I don't even think she even got the education on how you gotta be a stepmama. That man came with a package deal, 3 damn kids. How to deal with those? Did you know how to deal with your first around the same age as his goddamn children? That shit was crazy. Like, oh hell, this shit. I be wifey. That's that goddamn video. That video cracked me. I don't have to pop the video. I got to get ready to get up out of here, you guys, because it is 10:17, and I must go. And I'm sorry that I must go. I love you guys and me this morning because I really had to go over the Darryll Johnson. There is some questions that Ms. Kelly had the opportunity to ask his alleged even Greenberg questions about why was this man brought around? Who brought him around? Who brought him in? The publicist. On your show. We want to hear a little bit more about the con artist in mainstream on why he took so much money, came engaged in this horrific conniving of money. He's a con artist. How much did Gayle King pay him for that interview? How much did they pay him? Well, he put no bone. He didn't want for that. He said, y'all don't owe me anything for doing this shit, you know. When he was on that Gayle King and he patting Kelly, calm down. It's okay. Kelly said, I don't want to fucking calm down. He calmed down, just patting away. I know that he's his agenda. He's got it rolling in his goddamn head. And then here we are months later. This man is being incarcerated. Hell, I don't know if he has a bond or nothing. The article didn't speak on him of having a bond. Because she wrote that story. She wrote that story. We just left it behind. He's up now in the Harris County. In Harris County. Get up, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. There's another opportunity to get so shit to YouTube people out here. Go over there and see what's going on in his courtroom. Go get his shit. It's crazy though, right? Now, 2 more things up on the schedule. I don't know. It's crazy out here. Miss Robinson was around a lot of devious people. A lot of them. Inside his camp. A lot of them. But Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, being a grown man, because I can't go one-sided on this, right, you guys? And I am passionate. So I grasp it. I hear a lot of people where, you know, he can't do this and he has with that. Mr. Kelly is still street. He grew up in Chicago, in those neighborhoods. He knew the struggle. From his mom, watching his mom. He knew the struggle. He knew it all. He knew the hard. You have to use your common senses. Is all I'm saying. Word, Robert Kelly. And I had prayed after the 2008 trial, needed to humble, just may want to, not a lot, because as women, and this YouTube is all out here. You and I both know our emotions will lie. We have that instant jealousy thing in us. We do. I hope you have been. Okay, I had 8 babies by him in prayer. You got 8 babies by him in cotton. You got 8 babies by him, and we all live out. We still are gonna have that. And somewhere on our journey, something is going to click. I don't know. Might be Jesus. That this is, you know what? I'm gonna go off, undo my own thing. I don't like this, and it may be where he may not want you to go because you've been with him for so long now and you feel like won't back out. Not holding you intentionally to where it becomes an abusive. It be verbally him to you. He loves you, right? You love him, but you want these changes. But now your heart will change up on you where now you know what you want to leave. It doesn't make it for you to leave. We will act a plumb fucking fool. We will act a fool. Thoughts in the room says, so if you are still in the chat room, give me 2 more up on here and I appreciate that. So, I'm going to follow the BMF docuseries, right? Follow the BMF docuseries. And one of the things that it really helped me, which I kind of understand for the most part, these things, right? But I appreciate it just a little bit to help a lot of people out when it do come to the indictment and the black media, right? I've been following them for some time, right? And as I listen to how they all the things about Big Michi and all of these people, right? A lot of the people, you will learn informants. I do understand sometimes that the government will need informants to figure things themselves. It's how they use them. We have to educate ourselves on why they need them, how they use them, when they use them, all time. One of the reasons that I gather when it comes to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's case, serious with me, even though Meechis was related to drugs and the bad boys, right? Roberts indict, they put him up against the wall, relating that to his sexual life. Felicia didn't, Asia don't like Mary don't like Tawanda, and so on and so forth, right? But when it comes to these, and we're here on YouTube Street, if you start watching the BMF documentary on the rolling, he's gotten older. He just pull up BMF, right, and you kind of listen to him. Not the gibber jash of most of the characters in the BMF. He'll tell you, one guy tells you about the informants, right? Not all informants. You will see. Not all informants are called. Not all. Your agent, your federal agent out here, they have to keep some tucked away, no matter what. And I'm saying that to say this: there's still going to be some sitting people in the circle watching thing. They are. They didn't have to be in the courtroom. And you want going. And this is not throwing anything out there bash on anybody or whatever, because I'm over the hump. I'm over that shit, right? He was carried to a lot of hours, close to 30 hours. They had me down there. They wouldn't let me go. Man, you can't use me. And that's this, and that's this, and I say this. Just keep this in mind, you guys. Keep it in mind, because this is how the shoot them here, because they have to twist your mind up on who's who and what's what and how shit. This kid never took in, as on the defense or as on the prosecution side, right? But for the most part, it's his story. I'm gonna have to say allegedly. He has those antennas on, you know what I'm saying? He has those antennas on out here. And that's just my opinion. Just my opinion. This is not facts. It's just my opinion, you guys. That you have to know. They leave sitting among the crowd. Talking all their talk, doing all of their walking and blah, blah, blah. And you'll never see them on stand doing any freaking court procedures. You'll never see them. You don't hear them telling you and keeping up the most and putting a distraction and all of the bang. You guys all have saw that. And there's only so much that I can say, because I'm still watching the BMF. If it would pay attention now, they're coming. 50% is going to be Curtis, whatever his name, and they tell you that his real name ain't even really Curtis. My boy 50. Yep, they got the series gonna come out, I guess, because 50 Cent now you bring the BMF to my family. BMF owned, bought, paid for, stamped, belong to some other people. He's been given a short term sit down, use it, or it's gonna get real hot out here. I was like, oh my God. I got to follow that story because I've been for like 50. So we say 50, this and this, and it's using it against what it's supposed to be used for, and with loans and all stuff. It's good. I ain't gonna lie, it's good. I'll be on that. But right now, Cotton gave me another idea, which I plan on doing today. Not to jump into stories, but this one here got something to do with 50 Cent, y'all. It's kind of crazy as hell. But we'll show you association when it comes to the mail. It's a big ass trial as well with Big Meechie, right? And how informants are put into place. That's all. And informants were put into place. All the way, I saw Azarel do her video with Latoya, and money was and you can pretty much tell with Azarel sitting like this and one hand here in the pocket, and you got maybe two people in the room, one by video, and somebody, yeah, you can see it right there. You can see it right there. You can see the informativity of her, the way she was acting or whatever. You're part of those people. You turned on this morning. Rita, good morning. Reba, good morning. So it's a lot, you guys. I really hear Stephen Greenberg. You're just gonna let this go. You're not gonna explain. Somebody has to know. Why hold it in? Everything is out. Who is Darryll Johnson? Maybe we should reach out to the cousin or auntie or somebody. Be like, hey, you come over here and tell us who this is, because this man as well was out here being a publicist for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. If he had an agenda over there, still enough money, he was going to have an agenda to be tearing off something over on the case. I'm just saying. His judges by among himself by just coming and shining him on the TV programs. That maybe that was his an award, to just get him out there so that he can have that to put right. So I don't know. Life still must go on as I continue to sit here and say, be glad. I'll say it again, honey. If I had to leave that juror, and now I'm afraid that, and I don't give a damn, because it's been spoken in the courtroom, the gavel been hit, and it was a guilty. I felt decided. I'd have been felt wrongfully done as a juror to hold my hand and say that I promise to deliberate this case to the best of my, based on whatever case, but here was the prosecution. That's it. I had a problem with that. I had a problem with that. I hope they see it, but like you tell me to dig, and ways you're going to send me over on the email, but I'm willing to bet that it's allow a juror to come back and be like, oh no. How can you, as a human being, sit in there and continue doing that? I convicted this man wrongfully. How? I could not do that. I'd be there with a whole goddamn protest, Cotton, with my signs up. As a juror, I convicted him. Our ass were misled. We were told, fuck that. We saw this, we saw that, we saw enterprise. Enterprise. People played him. A lot of people played him straight to the left. And they played him. No more money. Times we're not driving the good cars. No, we're not doing anymore. We're not doing this. It was not hard as grown ass men, and I'm going to these stories. He has so much to talk about how he wouldn't listen or he wouldn't listen. You fight his ass. Sometimes you the person listen a different. You really do. So you know it's like it's bullshit. The bribery. That on the screen. I'm over that, and I got to get the hell up out of here. So get me a second. Get me a second. Get rid of that. What did I do with it? Y'all doing okay today? It's Thursday. I'll be at work all weekend, you guys. I'm running some days until I leave for. I'll show y'all where what it looks like. Not where I'm staying, but what it looks like. What did I do with it? Okay, let's do this. I still have some more homework to do on the statute of limitation, you guys. I do, because I have to go back and put my dates together with this alleged marriage date, the alleged it's just downtown yesterday, and I was like, he still has this bribery case. He still has this bribery case, right? Okay. Let's see the statute of limitations had to say on this bribery. I'm pretty sure they'll let me share this video. Look, because they would not let me show. I'm gonna have to just start, downloading it, getting it uploaded on my lab. They have less problems on Streamlabs than I do over here on Zoom. Statute of limitation. It works here. I'm gonna have to look up, you guys. So let me look that up so that we can all understand what there is before we get it. So give me a second. Because I was like, what is that? I'm the dumbest because I gotta look some shit up before I get to talking about it. Okay, so I have it up. We'll talk about it once I get to it. Criminal violations of the FCPA anti-bribery provisions. Is this the one? No. Oh, no. I got to go back. Hold on. I gotta take this back. Let me see. I'll try to read it. Okay, hold on. Middle, it's the second page of it. Let me go back. I gotta get to the first page. So my bad. Let me get to the beginning of this. Where did it go? Where's my first page at? Hold on, where my first page go? Hi, Justice, don't sleep. It's said that the worst mistake. Stop being super fans, lovers, RSK, personals on it. Keep the. You got that right, Cotton. You got to keep the emotion up. You do. Okay, this one. I don't know where my first page went. Okay, I'm just going to go over this, but I remember reading this the other day where the bribery definitely, the federal law as well as the state law for the limitations of it says 10 years. 10 years. But at the back, and you got to dig a little bit farther of what gave the federal court rights to bring this part back. They found something to bring it back. Good morning, lovable Leo. Good morning. So that's the part is what I'm searching for. How did they and how were they able to bring this charge, bribery, towards Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly if it does have a statute of limitation of 10 years? So I have to go back and see actual year Leah in this man is 94, 95, it's a 2000. What was it, you guys? I need help on that. So I got to read my paper again. Now, here it says, let me blow it up so you guys can read along with me. Read it. Okay. So it says here, the bribery laws, the charges, and the statute of limitation. Chapter 11 of the United States Code defines bribery as any act in which a person directly or indirectly gives, offers, or promises anything of value to a public official in order to influence any. The public and Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's charges would be the alleged that was, you know, at the thing, able to acquire whatever, and the first person is official, you know, it would be Demetrius, because Demetrius is there. So R.kelly and R.kelly. So did Demetrius bribe? You know what I'm saying? No, they took this a step further by saying, since Demetrius was part of the he went and bribed a official person for special needs. Yeah. Precedent has shown that the individual in question does not need to be I'm breaking up. I think it's my rewiring. I'm being told that it could possibly be YouTube or so, but I have to go and probably rewire or do something. I had people were in the home yesterday to fix on quite a few things to get my fax and everything up and running. So I might go back and tweak at some things. She can be a candidate or an of office holder. Bribery becomes a federal crime commonly when the individual who is the target of bribery is the federal official. This includes both elected and appointed public officials. Here's the bribery law. Federal bribery laws are intended to protect the integrity of my democratic process from the influence of criminal activity. Prosecuted as a fraud or corruption case, since as a general rule, requires the collision of who is bribed. Although some federal bribery investigations officials who seem to accept bribes in order to pursue prosecution. This is not usually the case. Bribery crimes, let's recognize it. It's a variety of different individual acts of bribery. Speaking broadly, an individual who plans to give an elected official value in order to gain an illicit advantage in any official matter may be prosecuted for it. However, there are several different types of bribery which may influence the prosecution in sentencing. The demand of bribery to influence official testimony under official oath, which may also include charges of perjury, contempt of court, and so on. Bribery or the demand of bribery for the performance of a in charges of public corruption, conspiracy, and so on. Bribery or bribery to testimony as a witness, as distinct from other forms of testimony that are also taken under oath. Bribery punishment. Both the party who engages in bribery and the party that accepts the bribe under federal law. We all know that they are only trying to punish Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, who accepts alleged bribe. Any bribery that relates to the activities of the court of law may also include charges of obstruction of justice. States often have laws prohibiting bribery, but the federal bribery case may stem from crossing state boundaries in order to commit the bribery. A federal bribery case may stem from crossing state boundaries in order to commit bribery. Something the states, where, when, how, where, when, how, where. The states often have laws prohibiting states. The law, bribery. Where did this alleged bribery? According to they flew to Chicago. So if this bribery had taken place in Chicago, why is there a federal charge against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly in another state of New York? I'm just asking. But a federal bribery case may stem from state counties. Did they put this charge on him? Did they use this because they felt that they moved this to the federal across the states from where we at to say that now we are in our statute of limitations against something well attempting to bribe public officials at the federal level. Punishment for bribery includes prison. Imprisonment against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, but it also tells you up here that who engages bribery and the party that accepts a bribe says that they may to choose as they may. We may charge this man, we may not charge the receiver. And they did. They made the choice. They get to make it. But this is how when your words formulate, I call them the loopholes. So that a person, when they do loophole to their bad, it will fit the goddamn narrative. The fine attached to the charge of bribery to the including federal cases, the fine will not exceed the value of the bribe. This section 1B, it allows for up to 15 years of imprisonment as well as disqualification for holding public office. Federal judges and grand juries may use their discretion. You don't have guideline. You don't have something set in there. Could be this is if you steal a piece of wine candy, you're gonna get a year. If you steal out your mama purse, you're gonna get 10 years. There's nothing is ever set in stone. Because it depends on the person. It depends on who's playing out the act of prosecuting you. A lot of that it may be used to their discretion to maximize the extent permitted by law. I know, okay, 3 years, but you've been in trouble before. You've done this. You probably hypothetically you know what? It says the minimum here that I can give you, but I can give you on this. They left it open. Discretion to the maximum. But what is the maximum? Everything do have a maximum, but you guarantee that most judges, most prosecutions, it's like gambling. Start negotiating on your life. Well, then that's when your good people come up there for you. Well, we got we could clean up the act for it, and we could do that, and the judge might buy into it and say, well, you know what, fine, with 5 years, and then that's just how it works out here. Gamble with the life. Gamble with the lifestyle. So let's move on. Should who something bribery be in the future? So you guys get my drift here. Why was R.kelly allegations of a bribery towards an official person is not a report. Is what I can't I understand it and I don't understand it, and it's Kool-Aid. It's just really bad. It's really, really bad. Since it's moved to the federal, had years on it. I don't know. They lifting every goddamn thing else out here, so I don't know. Here's a case law. I want to read this one here. Oh, good Lord. You guys, it's crazy. What do you guys think? Do you think that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's bribery should charge as federal or state, even though it's going to be heard in Chicago? It's going to be heard down there, but it's being heard at a federal level. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. So it's crazy. I don't think so. I don't know how they're going to prove this. I'm going to dig a little bit further, see if those of relation have been missed somewhere. But from what I have been reading so far, there's nothing to show where it has been amended as his. I'm going to read the second page to you guys, and then I can get up out of here. That's what I'm doing with you guys. Got to show you guys this one here. Okay, so it says here that the criminal violations of the books and records have a 6-year statute of limitation. We have to go back. You got to look at and see what the books. We got to look in the records and the internal controls, the provisions of it. Has a 6-year statute of limitation. With respect to the civil violation, any actions for civil penalty must be brought within 5 years from the date when the claim first occurred. Okay? You are talking at the age of 11. You'd have been out by now, though. You'd have been out by now. However, as of January 1st, 2021, with respect to an action seeking disgorgement, don't use that word quite often, or I probably not much often. What is disgorgement? Disgorgement. I'm going to have to pronounce it like that. It's a remedy profits from illegal or wrongful acts to give up any profits he or she made as a result of his or her illegal or wrongful conduct. The purpose of this remedy is to prevent unjust enrichment or a bribery violation, seeking an equitable remedy. Such an action in 10 years, as again, is Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly with these allegations within his rights according to the law that the prosecution is trying to exceed him? Is he within his rights for having this bribery case not brought up against him? That's the question. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? An action seeking disgorgement for a books and records or internal controls violations the statutes of violation, talking about the books, the records, and the internal controls. Unless the SEC charges that there was a knowing circumvention or a knowing failure to implement the system into the internal controls, which I am way off key right now because it's talking about it, but it talks about the statute of bribery, okay, of knowing falsification in the books and record, the original cases for less 10 years or more. The limit period for civil claims against, now they want to talk about the foreign peoples, and R.kelly is not going to the foreign of it. Yeah, the rest of it is going to be touching on foreign. However, I pulled up quite a few of the statutes of the case, the statute of limitation, and of all of the ones that I have read, it clearly says 5 years, that is it. And the problem is I have to go back and see what is the actual date that the prosecutors from their timeline from to put this charge on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's it, and that's all. Just praise. Was it fun? You came with my grown neighbor. She attempted to steal a lot of bacon. She left me holding the bag. Thank God your mom came and I. You were supposed to be holding the bag. You are so silly. I tell you, it's so silly. My dog is silly. Beauty and Stephanie and Monet. Hello. All you guys came by. Harlem is in the house. Shall be. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Justice. Don't sleep. Thank you guys for showing up. Cotton, I'm on my ear to. Hey, you to talk about that. It don't matter with me. Prayer, thank you for showing up. All you guys, everybody go up in that room. You know, I just go make it do what it do. I'll be back soon. Dig into the BMF. Listen to how they talk about, these indictments and everything, and the informant part of the BMF docuseries or whatever. I don't know if that's of where did down, why was Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly on the list for him to stand by or publicize for, and why did he choose him? Who took him? Where did he come from, y'all? Where did he come from? I must beautiful Sharonda Pace, all of them is lies. His attorney, in my opinion, did not have the rules to his side enough for him to bring whatever juice that he had to bring forth to present from sidebar, what you object, and all of this shit. It was terrible. It was terrible that they wasn't able to do so. Up next is the Illinois case. Not too much is going to be happening. Nothing moves fast. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is won't even be sentenced to. He has to go to that part of, and while he's sitting and waiting for that part to happen, he will be allowed to see what's going on with the Illinois case to see. But there won't be any verdict or any at all till the New York has did what they has to complete that one. It's law. You can't go open up. It shouldn't have never left Illinois. It should have never left there. Somebody didn't have the juice enough to keep it there. I'm gonna go, Pacers. Let's go on over there. Have your eyes, ears, nose, and shit ready for the time done. Gonna come soon. To my understanding, the taping has been completed. Tasha K, she got to get on a bunch of all of that. Make it look pretty and set the dog, the bear up and get the wine and stuff. And so how Q&A gonna go over there, and of course put most of us back into the thinking box, or the blame box. But we go into the box. There's still more rounds to do, you guys. You say, check on Jason over there. I am not going to how long when is he coming back? He been over there a month. He been over there like literally a month, messing with them girls. That's all that's over there. I'm going to be digging the fact up about Trump. And I'm not a political person. I'm just curious with it out there what Trump watching young girls getting peed on, allegedly. But I'm just saying, I've been looking for that. I need some help. Y'all start digging that. Because if Trump can be looking at 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds peeing, and he don't give up the one, we know about it. Because this is going to be a president that you guys just might elect back up into office, because he know how to build a wall. He know how that shit. That's the only reason why you want him in there, because they know how to talk that shit. And he love be your people about this goddamn coronavirus out here. That's your body. Protect yourself. Can't about what I don't condone is a person kind of downgrading what you shouldn't and you should not do with helping you make a vaccination when you know that the person hasn't had the vaccination. Then I have to ask yourself, why the fuck you walking around with a mask on? Don't wear that. Go that shit. Get into that shit. You can't say one way and do the other way. The shit got to match up. I told you about that man had a bunch of Colin Powell got a bunch of underlying conditions, health conditions already going on of the food or that have triggered, all of that stuff up. Had the vaccination out there. Don't get that. Just imagine him walking around without no mask on. Go do it. Go do it. Then you get to see him come back with another Band-Aid taped to the other goddamn index. Now, I must go. And for the record, I could be, I want to be. My schedule is my schedule. And can't nothing nobody do about it. I'm not about to get fired. So no money from a goddamn check. None. If I knew that that's what was going to happen, they'll be sitting finna lose my job. I'm about to lose my job. I'm late right now. And I said to be late. When I'm going to show up and show the fuck out. I'm going to get that right. My job ain't going nowhere. 24 in. 24 in. What they going to do? I'm more than somebody supervisor. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell. Y'all have a beautiful day. I'm still working on put together. Y'all ain't gonna like me for it, but sometimes I ain't shit. Most of the time, loving, caring. I am so loving and caring, but I like shits and gigs. Don't support the channel. What up, dip? I drop a link. Y'all don't want to come in. Y'all don't want to talk. I gotta do all the talking. 1 minute my mouth is wet, dry. This goddamn mouth, but it's all good. I'm no different than you guys. Lisa, ain't that right, Lisa? Champagne. It's Thursday. Right here, I don't know it's in your neck of the woods, but no matter what the weather brings you, enjoy your day. Nobody steals you. Put y'all here. I love y'all. I love the channel. Thanks for supporting. If you haven't gotten over, I got to keep on today. Go to the store. Get you a one Papoose drink bottle. Support the channel. Support your girl. Your girl. I'm just not out here doing this shit just to be shits and giggle with you guys. I gotta pay for this shit over here. Help a nigga out. Now, y'all get up out of here. I have to find the music though.